welcome to the Third Eye Trio. I am Mona Me. I will be delivering your message today. And I said that from in the last video and probably previous videos that I kind of want to do love messages for the remainder of February. And these love messages are not necessarily to someone else, but this is your love messages to yourself. So this is a new spread for me, and so I was trying to figure out a good spread to do this and the cards that I wanted to use in doing this message. So I went with the Moonology cards and the Yin Yang Oracle because balance is very important at this time, and also I'm going to use other cards to confirm. I'll give you some angel messages cards, some self love cards, and self care cards as well. So, thank you for joining us today. And bear with me because if this works out, I'm going to probably give this message or give a love message to yourself starting next month once a week. And I think it's important that if we're planning on loving others, we have to first love ourselves. So, in this message, I went ahead and pulled some cards, like I said, Yin Yang and the Moonology cards, and then I will use some tarot cards to follow up. Okay, so what you got in the first position, which was here, and this is the energy that you currently are in. And right now, some of you, not all of you, if this resonates, please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So, loving yourself, what you find sometimes is that a lot of people really don't, in which this is why this segment will be very important because you can identify if you don't love yourself. So, if these things resonate with you, please put a comment down below and let us know. And if this is something that you want to see me do, continue starting next month. I will continue to do messages like this as well. So, the some of you are kind of in a karmic cycle, at least in you think you are. You have some secrets that you want to, this is your current energy. You have some secrets that you're hiding, and that's okay. We all have secrets, but you're going through some things and you don't want those things necessarily to be revealed. But here in the how do you feel about yourself and others, you're very apologetic and forgiveness. You want forgiveness from those, from the people that you are in the, when you're in the presence of those people, you want forgiveness and you're very apologetic for the things that you've identified, or that in your going through your dark night you've identified. You're very apologetic for those things. So when you see them and they see you, you're in the presence of them, you basically would like for their forgiveness, and you are apologetic for it. And I believe and that you feel that it's all over your face that you've done those things that you've done, and you are very apologetic for it. I think in your cycle, while you're going through your dark night, you have identified those things, and you really are trying to work through those issues. Now, when you're alone with yourself in the presence of your higher power, what you feel that you want forgiveness also for those things, but you recognize that karma is karma, and karma knows everybody's address, and karma doesn't miss. There's good karma and there's bad karma, karma and dharma, I think they call it. So anyway, what you're hoping for forgiveness, from the higher power, and you're hoping that there's some grace extended to you for those things that you've done. Now, this is for the general collective. So basically, this is a general reading for the collective. So if these things resonate with you, take it. If they don't, please don't force yourself into the reading. It is not necessary. This may not be your reading. Now, in this position, the your greatest strength of your relationship with yourself is that you're able to surrender and purge and release. So you are working on these things that you keep in private. So that is a good strength for you. That's the greatest strength, that you are obedient and you are apologetic and you want forgiveness for these things that you've done. And once you're able to do that, you can purge, you can release, you surrender to the higher power, you surrender and you release it and you can purge it. And so leave it behind. That is a strong strength of yours in your relationship with yourself. So, in this position, you are basically the biggest challenge that you are going through, which is actually a good challenge, that you are very close to achieving your goal. And so that is good because your cycle is almost over. In this dark night, your karmic cycle is almost over, and you're about to achieve that goal for those people or those things that you've hurt, harmed, injured in some form or fashion. You may, whether you're going to get good karma for it or bad karma for it, whatever your fate is, it's over. Now, karma does not necessarily mean the death. It's like you will get, karma is what the judgment is, so to speak. So you do good things come to you. You do bad things come to you. But that's not for me to decide. That's not even for the person that you injure or harm to decide. That's only for God to decide, or the higher power, whoever it is that you believe in. Your higher power will decide your fate, this divine intervention. That's why here you're asking for forgiveness, really, in this cycle. You're really wanting forgiveness from both the party that you injured and from your higher power. So you're very close to achieving that, and I am getting confirmation that this is where we are. So you're very close to the end of your cycle. Now, whatever work that you're doing in the, you know, do whatever work you're doing to try to, in asking for forgiveness and being apologetic and working on whatever issues that you have, your hard work is paying off. So I see this kind of in this. So the divine intervention, I cannot guarantee this. I don't know how God thinks, and I cannot say how he thinks. That is for God to decide. But I believe in the cards are saying that your hard work is paying off. So keep working in this cycle to um improve, or to clean up your act, so to speak, because your hard work is paying off. Maybe your prayers, whatever, maybe you're listening to your guidance, listen to your intuition. Also, listen when you pray, you're asking God for forgiveness or asking God. But when you, and I've told you this before, when you meditate, you listen for guidance and instructions. So continue to pray, continue to work on whatever issues or these secrets that you are hiding in the moon, under the moon. Continue to pray and ask for forgiveness for whatever things, for whatever wrongs you've done. Continue to pray because God is a graceful God, if that's your power, your higher power. Now, what gift can you give to yourself? The gift that you, in that column, the best gift you can give to yourself is identifying and acknowledging what it is that you uh, need to release. So sometimes we hold on to a lot of baggage, but once divine intervention has come in, and if you end this cycle and you recognize and you acknowledge what you've done, what's wrong, the gift that you give to yourself is allowing yourself to release whatever it is that's keeping you in this dark night. And so basically, the how can you improve your relationship with yourself is allow love to enter, bring love into the situation. So allow love to enter, meaning that you forgive yourself, and then you can release those things. So allow love to enter this situation where you can forgive yourself and love yourself in order to forgive yourself, and acknowledge that it's okay. It's okay to love yourself. We all make mistakes, and I'm not saying that your mistake was less or greater, because what sin is greater than any other? So allow yourself to allow love and loving yourself and loving others to come into this situation, and allowing God to, or your higher power, to love you. Because if you're in this dark night, you think you're alone, but you are never alone. You're never alone. So acknowledge that, allow love, allow others to forgive you. And so once you release things, don't hold on to it. And if someone says, hey, I forgive you, accept that. Accept the forgiveness. Accept um the fact that they're accepting your apology. Just leave it at that. You don't have to say, yeah, but I did this and I did that. They already know what you did, because they were they were the injured. So, or they were the harmed. So they already know what you did. You don't have to keep repeating it. Release it. Release it. Allow yourself permission to accept the apology or accept the love back from those people who are willing to forgive you, including the higher power. That is how you improve your relationship with yourself. So it's okay. It's okay. Once you've done the work, and once divine intervention has come in and extended you grace, that's really where you need the forgiveness and the love from. That way you can love and forgive yourself, and you can allow others to forgive you and to love you once again. So it looks here to me that you have the ability to come out of this and to come out on top. Just remember to love yourself, and this is a love message, and loving you. Sometimes we don't acknowledge that we're in this dark night, because we simply don't love ourselves, and we forget how to love ourselves, because we've shown such we've done some things that were wrong or injured or harmed others. So you don't think that anybody else loves you, but it's okay. It's okay to allow people to forgive you and to love you once again. And so I want to just get some clarification here with the, well, I don't want to use those. I don't really want to be all up in your business as far as what secrets that you're keeping. So that's not really what I want to do with that. But I can see here that you're releasing. That's good. So death card. The death card is not about necessarily about death itself, but it's about death and rebirth. So that's transformation, and the Ace of Pentacles. So there's some growth there. Um, and this may have been something that you've done to others to harm them financially, but you are changing. You are apologetic, and whatever you're doing, it's it looks like it's pleasing to God because you're very close to achieving your goal. Nine of Pentacles, you will be find comfort in what you're doing. So let's just go ahead and do some angel messages. I've already shuffled my cards. I do it before I get started so I can keep my videos under 30 minutes. Walk away from illusions and toward truth. That's how you're going to forgive yourself. Show me the right path, O Lord. Point out the road for me to follow. And that's what you're doing. You're asking for forgiveness. Walk away from illusions and toward truth. Let me get one more. Blessings of innocence and purity. God blesses those whose hearts are pure, for they will see God. And let's do an angel message here. Please give clear, concise messages, please, and thank you. I am inspiring. You are highly creative with a strong will to succeed. Your imagination is highly charged. It reveals itself in everything you do, from your sparkling conversation to your most prized projects. And I think once you pull yourself out of that dark night, that's what you're going to find. One more message from angels. Angel messages. Write that down. I am inspiring. So people want to forgive you. They want to forgive you, and they are rooting for you. Let's see. Creativity is a driving force in your life. Your imagination is rich, and you are able to express your feelings and insights in unique ways that others can benefit from. You are a visionary. One more message. (26) I am tactful. You have a desire to succeed and will feel most accomplished when your work benefits others. Your intuitive awareness of what people want allows you to come up with innovative solutions to meet their needs. So come out of those are the things that you're probably working on in that in the dark night. And that towards the end of whatever you're doing, it looks like it's coming to an end. Your hard work is paying off. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. That's what you need to release. You need to release resentment, and that may be resentment for yourself for doing whatever you've done, or if someone has done this to you, you release that. You release that resentment towards them. Love yourself. Bring love into the situation. I'm going to give you a self-love card to take away with you, because this is about self-love, the segments throughout this month. You know, like I said before, it's important to love yourself and acknowledge the love that you have for yourself in order to, a lot. You need to do a lot of work here for self-love, but I'm not going to take all of those. There we go. Skincare. Now, skincare, it says skincare, but let me tell you, the skin is the largest organ on the body, right? So I say that this is taking care of your whole self. So whatever work you're doing here, don't just let it show on the outside, because the skin protects the whole body. So take care of your whole self. Break free from this dark night, and you'll be able to laugh again. Okay? That is my message for the collective today. This is the self-love, love messages to self. So laugh, break free of whatever is keeping you in this dark night. Skincare, taking care of your whole self. Those things are very important. Now write down, you can put it in the comments below your, because you can always come back to it. I am inspiring, I am a visionary, I am tactful. Those are your angel messages. They're telling you that's what you are. So acknowledge that. You know, we all make mistakes. We all do things that are not pleasing, but you have to repent. Repent and say, acknowledge what you've done and ask for forgiveness. And that looks like what you're doing. But you're kind of hiding those things in the dark, and but you're working on it. You're working on improving yourself. So that's the good thing. And you're able to release it. That was your strong point. That's something that you're learning to do in your while you're healing. Now, I am going to while we are here, we have a few more minutes left. I'm gonna do a yes no reading. So think of your question. And I can go ahead and start thinking of your question, and then I'll do a yes no reading, and you'll be able to choose which one that you want to you choose from the question that you have. And so if it resonates with you, by all means take it. Don't force it. Don't force yourself into the reading, okay? So let's see. Yes, no. I'm gonna go back and I'll shuffle those afterwards, but so we don't keep you too long. And if you do like this reading about self-love, please put it in the comments, and that way I can continue to do readings about self love just once a week. I know this is not, may not be what most of you are here for, but I think it's so important, especially in the month of Valentine's, in February, the month of February, because um, so many of us are not in relationships that we consider loving relationships, and part of that is you not knowing how to love yourself, or not knowing why you find yourself in that position of of not feeling love, and it's because of some things that you may have to work on for yourself. Not that it's necessarily so. Okay, so go ahead and think of your message. Cut the deck in 3. Okay. Okay, so this is A, this is B, this is C. So choose your deck. I hope you've already decided what your question was. If you chose deck A, the answer to your question is yes. You got the Justice card, so that's a double yes. Okay? Because it's the truth. If you chose deck B, the answer to your question is yes. So it's a 3 of Wands. So that's a double yes. Success is success. If you chose deck C, then the answer to your question is yes. So it's all yeses today. So it's a victory. It's the Chariot card of victory. So all of the answers to all of your questions were yes. So whatever question that you had for today, the answer is yes. I thank you for your time, and I'm going to continue to do these no questions. I'll continue to do the yes no questions at the end, or maybe even the beginning of the readings, depending on how much time we have remaining. I want to thank you for spending time. Now, if you want another question, I'll go ahead and do that, because I think we do have just about 3 minutes left, okay? So I'll do another one. Go ahead and think of your question. I'll have 3 decks, A, B, and C. Think of your question. Deck A, B, and C. Yes, no questions. Go ahead and think of your questions. And if you feel so compelled to do so, you can place your question in the comments. A, B, and C. Okay? Okay, so if you chose deck A, the answer to your question is yes. If you chose deck B, the answer to your question is maybe. And I'll do another one. Well, no, it's maybe. I'll just leave it at maybe. If you chose deck C, the answer to your question is maybe. So those are the 2 yes no questions readings. So if you like me doing the yes no readings, let me know, And I think we may have time for one more. One more. Let's see. Okay. I kind of like those. So go ahead and think of your question really, really quickly because we're doing the lead down in time. I do want to say I kind of enjoy these love messages to self. And this is whether you're in a relationship or you are not in a relationship. It's still so important to recognize what kind of energy you are in with yourself and remembering to love yourself. Love on yourself. That is so important. Putting yourself on the front burner, knowing that you matter, not just to me, but to the higher power, your creator. So don't ever think that you're alone. Because if God be for you, who could be against you? Okay, so really quickly, think of your yes no question. Cut them again. Pile A, if you chose pile A, or you could think of three questions, either way. But if you chose pile A, the answer to your question is maybe. If you chose pile B, the answer to your question is no. If you chose pile C, the answer to your question is yes. That is a double yes. Double yes. That's an ace of swords and it's a victory card. So thank you for spending time with me. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We really want to thank you for helping our numbers, helping us push through this month of February. We've done very well. I thank you for your support. If you have questions or readings that you would like for us to do, please reach out to us at thirdeyeTrio@gmail.com. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next reading.